we see a gap in Pakistan because of the housing demand there. So there's a shortage of 4.5 million housing currently. Overall in Pakistan. It's the best time to be in Dubai as a startup.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
If you don't do it, you will be left behind. You will be replaced.
Yes.
It has already reduced the workload on my staff by 50%.
I honestly believe that SaaS, and he agrees with me that it's going to become obsolete for most part, and it's going to be replaced by personalized AI bots, agents that are doing things for you the way you want to do it.
This is The Board, built by founders, for founders.
Hamid, nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming here today. You were a constant face today. You were around everyone, or everyone was around you. What's the secret?
Well, I've been in with Sultan and the team for almost now 14 years. My background is for marketing, so I've consulted them in many different ventures. I partner with them in the marketing company and many different divisions. Apart from that, I'm currently leading the family property division, which is the Luta properties internationally to Pakistan first. And I'm taking care of that. So most of the prop tech products and startups that were pitched, they were relevant to me.
Yeah.
And I had to understand and see if I can utilize them in my projects.
Nice.
Yes.
So people usually come to Dubai for development, but Hamid is going out of Dubai to Pakistan. So he's doing the reverse. Why is that?
So I think Dubai is currently already in its golden period when it comes to real estate.
Yeah, that's true.
Has gained, I think it's almost on the peak since the real estate boom has started again after COVID. The market is saturated also with a lot of developers and everything. The family has been, especially Luta family, they have been in real estate for a very long time.
Right.
While at the same time, because there has been experience in Pakistan for the family before also.
Okay.
And I come from Pakistan, so I had experience in Pakistan real estate and my marketing background. We see a gap in Pakistan because of the housing demand there. So there's a shortage of 4.5 million housing currently. Overall in Pakistan.
That's
and
crazy.
The focus is on the three main cities, which is Karachi, Lahore and Islamabad. And that's like almost 300,000 housing that's needed every year.
What's the time? What's the distance between each one of them approximately?
So you can say about by flight, each one is 1 hour flight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not very close. They're pretty dispersed.
Yes. So Karachi is more on the seaside. So coastal city, it's a port, it's the trade hub. You have all the trade and the companies and the businesses happening from. So you can say, they say is that Karachi generates almost 70% or 60% of the whole Pakistan's revenue. That's one city alone. Yes.
Wow.
It has a documented population of more than 30 million in one city. That's Karachi alone, right?
Wow.
So then you've got Lahore, it's a big city. And I mean, I'll give you an example of this one project that was done in Karachi, which is Bahria town. Its size of 46,000 acre, which is almost 3 times of Paris. So that's a city within a city concept. So the demand is huge. We felt the problem in Pakistan real estate right now is credible developers. We don't have a lot of credible real estate developer in the market, while there is a need of housing. We think we can add that value. We can bring our experience. We can bring the model of UAE to Pakistan and build housing, not for the sake of luxury apartments and branded residence. We will do that as well. But to actually, from those 4.5 million shortages of houses, 90% of them are affordable housing. They're looking for mid-range and affordable housing.
Right.
And one of the major segment or investors are overseas Pakistanis that lives in the Middle East.
Right.
The major revenue of Pakistan economy is remittance also, which comes from these Middle East countries. And they need credible developers, where they can trust. And they invest in properties that are usually 2-3 bedroom apartments for their family, for their extended families. And that's the focus we want to do. We want to give them the credibility of the same developer going to Pakistan, building, that segment of housing where they can easily deal with us in Dubai, they can deal with us in Pakistan. book their units and have the peace of mind that it's a credible family. We have a history, we have quality of delivery that we're looking for, and affordable. We're not charging extra premium from the market rate. That's the plan right now.
Yeah. But the problem, correct me if I'm wrong, how do you make it attractive for the average Pakistani? Because is obviously when you compare it to Dubai, the purchasing power there might not be the same.
Correct.
So do you focus on a specific segment? Do you do it in a specific way that makes it attractive and more localized to the population there, or how do you cater to that?
So what's the most important in Pakistan especially is the demand is genuine. You don't need to generate new demand. There is a housing demand, which is annually 300,000 houses needed by the country currently.
Yeah.
So they want house. The problem or the pain point.
So what's the problem? Exactly. What's the bottleneck? Why is there?
The pain point is credible developers. Who do they trust? If they buy an off-plan property, would it be built as they mentioned? Will it be delivered on time? Do they have legal, constraint before sometime they don't even have all the approvals and they start selling and then they face problem?
But I feel like it's such an easy problem to solve.
Exactly. So this is the problem.
It's so easy.
And it's a genuine problem. And there are good...
So easy and so genuine.
Yes. And there are real estate developers who are doing good job. But the demand is so huge that they cannot cater even 5% of the current market needs. So you need more players. You need good players. And it's the right time to invest in Pakistan because there are lots of changes happening on the government level to actually make it easy. Because we come as an Emirati family or Emirati developer working in Pakistan, it falls under the FDI, right, which will generate new investors to invest in property in Pakistan, which are overseas Pakistanis, which are local buyers as well. They're all looking for these options. We don't need to actually create a new market. We'll get the market directly because there's a genuine demand. We just need to provide them an easy process where they can book these apartment or these housing easily, have a credible contract in place where they can trust that their apartment will be delivered on time, built the way it's mentioned, and then provide them a good housing. And we plan to do a lot of projects like this across the 3 focused cities right now, which is Karachi, Lahore, and Islamabad.
So when you compare that market to, the Pakistani real estate market to the local Dubai market, what about like payment plans, financing, mortgages, etc.? What's the situation? How do you go around that? Because here a lot of developers provide payment plans and there are like escrows in place, etc. What's the solution there?
So currently in Pakistan, it's almost a little bit like the old Dubai, when it was 2008, 2009. That's the kind of model. You have off-plan projects, you need a credible developer, and it has very good payment plans. They need a payment plan. It's just they don't have a post handover payment plan there. Usually they pay off everything before the possession of the property. And you do have banks and mortgages in place. In fact, there are government programs initially announced, recently been announced, which will even support such projects, where even if your project is off plan, they're ready to finance it for you on a minimal rate, actually, because that's a genuine demand of the market. So government is also supporting you. They're ready, even if you have a land, they give you a certain amount of loan amount without interest to build it.
Wow.
So there are lots of schemes.
So a lot of incentives.
Lots of incentives from bank, from government, from different places.
Is that why like local developers, even other, like I've seen Amira Sajwani go there with the Ma'ak, exploring opportunities. I've seen One Investments also go there. So I feel like...
Indeed, there are a few more developers that are active in Dubai. MR is there. They're doing pretty good. They built an amazing project on the creek, in Karachi itself, which is a reclaimed land from DHA Creek. It's amazing, and the project is already built, sold. So yeah, there are many Emirati builders and developers that are looking at Pakistan, and not now. It's been there. The demand has been there in the last few decades. They've been active there. So yeah, the demand is genuine, and that's what makes a developer easy. You don't need to worry about selling.
Yeah.
You just need to fulfill your commitments.
Exactly. And then people will come. If you have a nice product, I always believe that, because from my experience in all of the years in development, if you fulfill and if you build, people will come regardless.
It's as simple as that, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, in many markets, you if you have to build a new demand, if you have to build, so you depend on marketing strategies, you depend on how do we bring new investors to the market. Here, you just need to serve people looking for housing. There are beautiful locations and lands available in Pakistan. We believe on that it will grow from here. You just need to build those beautiful projects. They will buy it.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's across the 3 cities, actually.
Excellent. Tab, let's shift the focus back a little bit to incubators. So you're a guy that's been with the family for a long time. You've seen all the companies today. For you, what makes companies stand out? What did you see really today that kind of stood out? Is it the product itself? Is it the founder? Really, what did you kind of conclude from today?
I mean, looking at all the startups, they all had amazing ideas. Few projects that are my need as a developer currently is like one of this project, which is called Trace.
Yeah.
Which is a very nice project. And it's a product where I can track. You come from a contracting background, so you understand.
I know the
I need
pain.
to track the construction. I need to track the process. I need to track all the contract. And they'll simplify that for me, paperless, digitize it for me.
Yeah.
And that's what we need. You know, and the time, onboarding time they mention is just 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one product which I'm really looking forward to actually test it and see if it's really applicable, so I can implement on the projects that we are planning to do. On top of that, we also have, because we are selling off plan, and you need to build, those ready apartment, model apartment to show.
So your guys have already started selling off plan?
Yes,
Okay.
We're doing. So because we're doing off plan, so we are looking at even this project. There is another product which was very good. And this one was the virtual tour of the apartments. 3D virtual
CloudTech, yeah.
Yes. So it's a virtual tool. You don't have a ready unit yet, so you can do it using 3D animation.
Right.
You build your virtual tool. You can actually tell your overseas investors so they can see how the apartment will look, what's the view, and they can even build the exterior and the weather around it. So you can see how my apartment view will be in January and how it will be in July, and how the weather, how the weather will impact the view of my apartment. So that's beautiful. That's amazing, actually. And it's that's what, especially with off-plan projects, the more information you give to your investors, the better it is for them to take a decision.
Yeah, obviously. That's amazing. And do you genuinely believe that some of these companies today have like unicorn potential?
Indeed. I mean, few of them which were not relevant at the moment to me is like the one which was for the CCTV camera and the security features, which is led by AI feature that can detect your what you're doing. You can monitor. You see it, actually, I think. So you can monitor. You can actually see what's happening in your in your office, what's happening in your warehouse, security wise, hygiene wise, processes wise. It detects everything. That's a potential, unicorn business.
Why do you say that?
Because the demand. I mean, again, monitoring. Second big, attraction is AI, and we need artificial intelligence to simplify and be more efficient.
Right.
I mean, that brings that efficiency.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting here and I can see if my project under construction, if the staff is really working there, or is it slow, or the pace is not, or they're taking care of the safety, or they're taking care of the contract properly, and I can monitor that by just placing a CCTV. Who wouldn't take it?
Yeah.
And it's just a few bucks per month that you pay.
Yeah.
So that's I look at it a very potential business, and I see that the demand is huge, and it works with government, private sector. So just few more government contracts, and your revenue will boost.
In regards to like the participants today, do you believe that their location or their operations from Dubai does make a difference in their success as opposed to being headquartered elsewhere?
Oh, it's the best time to be in Dubai as a startup.
That's what people would completely disagree online, because all of the negative press, unfortunately.
It's very limited. Dubai doesn't get affected with these limited challenges that they faces. There has been bigger challenges in the past when it comes to COVID, when it comes to the 2008, crisis, it always have a plan. And I mean, technically, if you look at it, the country is super rich. It has the potential. The leadership is very focused, and they know what they want, actually. So in many countries, political situation on the leadership is different. It is not consistent. Here we've seen consistency for the last 2 decades. So whatever the regional challenges or situation is, it's limited.
Yeah.
We have seen it. We are here doing business. You're doing business here. We know the impact has been, very limited. We haven't seen. I mean, look, if similar situation was faced by any other country,
it would be a lot more.
Yeah, and we know there are many other countries who face similar situation, and we know that the business and tourism or any kind of segments has been affected very badly.
Yeah.
But in Dubai, we're still doing our, regular business. We're doing our work. Yeah. We have almost the same, volume of business and turnover that we were having pre this situation. Yeah. So reality is that we have a good potential in future here, and this is the reason I think it's the best time for even startups to start from here and expand.
Yeah.
Second, this is the current situation, and then the other most important thing is the diversity you get here. I mean, what other market is there where you can test your product, and if it gets accepted by this country or the people who lives here, the chances of scaling it globally is very high.
Yeah.
If it's successful here, very high likely that you can succeed. You can actually expand to any other market.
Yeah.
So it's the best platform for any startup, because I come from marketing background. So I understand that how important it is to have this kind of demographics to actually test, launch, and penetrate this market, and then have the real MVP ready to move to the next market, actually.
Yeah. But not just that. I also believe that now, I was just saying earlier on the previous podcast, like the e-commerce is like really taking over now. So it's like, if you can bring now your business from offline to online, whatever it is, and sort of digitize and kind of like have a digital transformation of your services in whatever sector that you're in, you're 10 times more likely to succeed.
Indeed.
It's the way of the world right now, and with AI also being developed at the rate that it's being developed at, I think it's just going to facilitate and make this digital transformation even much faster.
I think if you would have, considered a couple of before COVID, it was still an option for people to digitize their business model or to move to this. But now it's the need.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
If you don't do it, you will be left behind. You will be replaced.
Yes.
So it's no more an option, I think. In many industries, I wouldn't say blankly that 100% all the industries, but many industries, whether it's logistics, whether it's you're a fashion brand, you're a real estate developer, you need technology to simplify many processes for your buyers, for your consumers.
Yeah.
If you don't do it now, high chances you will be replaced, actually.
I agree with you, and I'll go even further, is that even you as a person, if you don't start learning how to code yourself or understand coding from an AI perspective, you're also going to be left behind, because most companies now are automating their inner operations. Most of their bottlenecks are being resolved through automation. So now it's like the participants today. Do you believe that their location or their operations from Dubai does make a difference in their success as opposed to being headquartered elsewhere?
Oh, it's the best time to be in Dubai as a startup.
That's what people would completely disagree online, because all of the negative press, unfortunately,
it's very limited. Dubai doesn't get affected with these limited challenges that they faces. There has been bigger challenges in the past when it comes to COVID, when it comes to the 2008, crisis. It always have a plan. And I mean, technically, if you look at it, the country is super rich. It has the potential. The leadership is very focused, and they know what they want, actually. So in many countries, political situation on the leadership is different. It is not consistent. Here we've seen consistency for the last 2 decades. So whatever the regional challenges or situation is, it's limited.
Yeah.
We have seen it. We are here doing business. You're doing business here. We know the impact has been, very limited. We haven't seen, I mean, look, if similar situation was faced by any other country,
It would be a lot more.
Yeah, and we know there are many other
Yeah.
countries who face similar situation, and we know that the business and tourism or any kind of segments has been affected very badly.
Yeah.
But in Dubai, we're still doing our, regular business. We're doing our work.
Yeah.
We have almost the same, volume of business and turnover that we were having pre this situation.
Yeah.
So reality is that we have a good potential in future here. And this is the reason I think it's the best time for, even startups to start from here and expand.
Yeah.
Second, this is the current situation. And then the other most important thing is the diversity you get here. I mean, what other market is there where you can test your product? And if it gets accepted by this country or the people who lives here, the chances of scaling it globally is very high.
Yeah.
If it's successful here, very high likely that you can succeed. You can actually expand to any other market.
Yeah.
So it's the best platform for any startup, because I come from marketing background. So I understand that how important it is to have this kind of demographics to actually test, launch, and penetrate this market, and then have the real MVP ready to move to the next market, actually.
Yeah. But not just that. I also believe that now, I was just saying earlier on the previous podcast, like the e-commerce is like really taking over now. So it's like, if you can bring now your business from offline to online, whatever it is, and sort of digitize and kind of like have a digital transformation of your service, the way of the world right now, and with AI also being developed at the rate that it's being developed at, I think it's just going to facilitate and make this digital transformation even much faster.
I think if you would have, considered a couple of before COVID, it was still an option for people to digitize their business model or to move to this. But now it's the need.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
If you don't do it, you will be left behind. You will be replaced.
Yes.
So it's no more an option, I think. In many industries, I wouldn't say blankly that 100% all the industries, but many industries, whether it's logistics, whether it's you're a fashion brand, you're a real estate developer, you need technology to simplify many processes for your buyers, for your consumers.
Yeah.
If you don't do it now, high chances you will be replaced, actually.
I agree with you. And I'll go even further, is that even you as a person, if you don't start learning how to code yourself or understand coding from an AI perspective, because most companies now are automating most of their bottleneck automation. So now it's like 80% is automated, and then the focus is on the touch and your own personal flavor, etc. Because really, if you look, like, for example, if I look at our business in real estate development, there's at least 50% that I can fully automate.
Indeed. Yes.
I don't even need staff to do this anymore, but I don't want to. So that's why, like, even myself, I'm actually teaching myself, even though it's a bit difficult because I'm not very tech savvy, how to code and how to like understand automation and how to like do different things, because I have to do it. Otherwise I feel like it's just, I'm going to be left behind.
I'm with you on that. Actually, I personally have daily 2 hours allocated just so that I know what's happening, educate myself, see what's happening with the different tools that are in the market, AI driven tools. I lead a creative and marketing agency as well. Yeah. If I tell you now, 50% of many of my processes of generating content, managing content, producing reports are all digitized using AI tools already. And I'm telling you this, it has already reduced the workload on my staff by 50%. And it's done. It's practically implemented.
Yeah.
So yes, you need to keep your game up. You need to keep on learning it.
Yeah.
And wherever you get a chance, implement it. I look at AI, this digital AI, time is more like an electricity. You got an electricity and you need to now find ways how to use it.
Yeah.
Do you want to lighten your room? Do you want to actually, make a machine out of it and, energize your machine, or different processes? So how do you use this knowledge is now your game. And every business owner or a founder or an entrepreneur need to think of their own usage of this specific technology. Okay. And as you rightly said, you have to everybody's scared right now, thinking that
it is a fear. People should be scared because if you're not doing it, someone else is.
someone else will do it. Actually.
And if someone else is doing it, that means he's taking a market share from you that could have been yours. And like, for example,
And the speed.
speed,
Yeah,
unbelievable. Like some people are operating at speeds and growing at speed. Even me, I'm like, wow. But then I realized they're probably doing something I'm not doing.
Yes.
And that's when I come to face the reality that I really need to learn how to like code and automate things. Even if I don't like it, I don't like to do it myself, but I need to learn how to do it because I cannot keep outsourcing everything, right? It's like my friend the other day said, it's like, listen, if the internet came out when it came out, did you tell someone, let me go outsource the internet? No, you just learn how to use it. You have to learn, like, eventually it will become easier for you when you use, when you start learning how to like code basics, understand 50-60% of it. And then if it's something really heavy, then you can outsource it, but you really need to know the basics. Because like you said, whether it's content creation or anything, I feel like you could automate now 50% of your business.
True.
Minimum.
I mean, in the marketing field, in the creative agency field, we've already done that. Practically, it's implemented. It is doing a good job.
Yeah.
We're not saying
How long ago have you done that?
We started just 6 months ago. So in
Already
6 months, we're ready. This is what I'm saying. The
Wow.
speed of transformation is so
Crazy.
fast that we depend on it in a way that it has reduced our cost
Of course.
a lot, and it has reduced the burden on the staff.
Of course.
But it has impacted at something scary. I didn't have to hire more people, even though I have more projects.
Yeah.
So that means there is an effect on the job market.
Of
But
course.
there is a slight difference that now I'm looking for more talents that actually knows how to use these tools
Yeah.
better than me,
Yeah.
better than anybody else who's a little bit more knowledgeable, and we can assign them tasks and they'll work on it.
Mm.
There are many ways how we can utilize this. So now real estate is a very traditional business. The risk is big. So it's going to be very slow to implement these kind of technologies, but it's going to come eventually.
It can come. I mean, like you said, the vast majority of it can be automated, but you have to really, no matter what you do, it has to have your signature on it. It has to have your name on it. It has to have something from you. Otherwise, also people are not going to take you serious. I was just joking with Sultan. He was sitting in this podcast before. I'm like, the other day I got a call from an AI sales agent, and I'm like, really, for real estate? Like, guys, do you really think I'm gonna like entertain an AI sales agent when I'm buying the biggest asset class? Like,
yes, it's a very risky model. You cannot depend on these yet.
Yeah, maybe at least not now.
At least not on the decision making of investments. That will be the last thing I think that would depend on AI. But I think when it comes to processes, documentation, hiring, content creation, marketing, you can say up to 40 to 50% you can easily implement. With applications that are more automated. I think the major segment that will be affected with these kind of all the tools, CRMs, portals that we built on SaaS model, I think having now something like Claude, you can actually build your own customized CRM platforms with a little bit of knowledge and a smaller team, and replicate or copy any kind of system. That's scary. Because that's going to affect some really big portals and systems.
I told Sultan, I honestly believe that SaaS, and he agrees with me, that it's going to become obsolete for most part. And it's going to be replaced by personalized AI bots, agents that are doing things for you the way you want to do it.
Yes, fully customized. Yes, and they will automate the same work. I mean, that was the whole reason why we adopted these SaaS tools. Because we wanted to systemize our projects or data.
So now if I can systemize it the way I want.
And control it.
And control the way I want and pay as I need. Why do I need SaaS and pay for something when I'm using 20% of its capacity or 10% of its capacity?
Yes.
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense,
So like, I do believe that big companies that have SaaS as their core business model either have to pivot very quickly, or they're going to like be
That will be the first one to get
take the hit.
prioritized. Yes.
Yes. Well, we can talk about it as much as we want, but you never know. The market can shift in very strange directions. But Hamid, it was very nice having this conversation with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate
Thank you so
it.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.